Hi Safa, welcome to the second episode of Calradia Pod. Thank you for coming.
No worries, bro.
Okay, so let's get started. So tell me about yourself. How did you start playing the mod?
Um, I don't remember. I think it was November 2021. I think. Well, I used to play Banu a lot, even in the pre-access, pre-release or whatever. And then one of my friends, he was like, "Let's try this mod," and then we tried it. I started this game with someone called Alqannas
Mm-hmm.
and someone else called Ahmed. He used to go by Slimer. These are some like famous players, but they stopped playing a while ago. They're actually my real life best friends, and we started this game.
So you started the game early when it was released.
No, it was not really that early, bro. It was like um, 2 months, I think, after the Frostlands update.
Oh, okay. So tell me, which was the first clan you joined, or were you the leader of the first clan that you had?
Yeah. So we're kind of like role playing as Muslim warriors. Yeah. Even
Mm-hmm.
even even my first name in the game was Muslim warrior.
Okay.
And just the sake of role playing, nothing serious.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then we met this guy. He's from Saudi Arabia. His name is Khalid. He's still playing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Not really actively playing, but whenever I still play the game, he would play with me. His name is he's known as Crazy Khalid now.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if
I
you
know.
know him. You
I
know
know. I
him?
know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So his name was Khalid Nawaf, and we saw this guy at Zionica, and we were like, "What the fuck? It's an Arab player," because we didn't know there was Arabs. And then we kept trolling him and shit. He was like, "Okay, give us your Discord." We joined his Discord, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna join this uh, Arab community called Banu Lakhm." And we were
Uh
like,
huh.
"Okay, we're gonna join with you." And yeah, that's how we joined. That's how we joined our first clan. Banu Lakhm is basically it's a clan created by someone called Abdullah, known
Yeah.
as Arnor Abdullah now, but he got banned. You know him?
Yeah, yeah. I heard about him.
Yeah. He's actually he brought his community from a game called Arma 3 to Bannerlord, and he made this clan called Banu Lakhm, and we joined it. And that's my first clan in this game.
Okay, so yeah, I think Banu Lakam is kind of active now, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me how are you correlated with Banu Hulyan? What was your um, standing with Banu Hulyans when they were around?
Yeah. This is a long story. You want to hear it?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
So basically, we joined Banu Lakhm, and it was like a kind of a group of people around 10 players. Um, I kind of we were kind of a subgroup inside Banu Lakhm. I'm talking about me, myself, and my two other friends because we already used to sit in our own Discord and shit. And then we kept playing in Banu. We kept farming influence, and just like any new clan around that time, they wanted to join one of the two mega alliances. Either it's the Russian alliance or the Southern Alliance or 60 Boys or whatever they used to call it. And there's the United Clans of Calradia, the UCC. You're
Yeah,
familiar with both, right?
yeah.
And then at the time, me personally, like my intention and my interest was to join NK because at the time there was this Arab player named NK Said. He's really, really fucking old, and this guy is an OG. He's really good at the game, and I was like looking up to him, and I wanted to join NK. But then Abdullah was like, "Oh, we're gonna join the Russian alliance because they're cool, they're badass, they're very organized." And we're like, "Okay, so we're gonna go there, right?" And Abdullah became friends with Ramon. I remember he used to tell us some stuff about Ramon, and it sounded cool that we would join the Southern Alliance. So there was this clan in Kasira. This
Mm-hmm.
clan was named Banu Hulyan.
Yeah.
Um, but regardless of Banu Hulyan's history, but they kind of had like a problem with influence because they were tier 9, and our clan was tier 7. Our clan was in Hostfolk, and Banu Hulyan were at Qasira, so we decided to be in one clan. So it would make sense to join Banu Hulyan because at the time Banu Hulyan was one of the strongest clans in the Southern Alliance. So we decided to join at Qasira so we can get to that tier 10, and Abdullah was the one who would represent us in the clan, and he would become a co-leader or whatever. But he was a really, really Turkish clan, and it became like still a Turkish clan, but there's a big, big subgroup. It had like a group of Arabs playing in it, and that's where we kind of got mixed with Banu Hulyan. They used to have like this old yellow banner with the red. I don't know what they call it, hilal. I don't know. I don't know what they call it in English, but
Yeah.
whatever. So we joined Banu Hulyan, and then later on we kept. So of course we joined the Southern Alliance, and later on Banu Hulyan. There was this another clan in Kuyaz called United Raiders, and the leader of this clan was Voldron. The leader of Banu
Uh-huh.
Hulyan at the time was El Kasmerza or Harizm Shah, some shit like that. I never really spoke to him. Does not speak English, I think. And so United Raiders got disbanded, and they decided to merge with Banu Hulyan. But then we were like, okay, so instead of them merging in Banu Hulyan and we playing in Qasira, let's all of us leave and join United Raiders and change it to Banu Hulyan at Kuyaz.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's the it's kind of like a quick history of Banu Hulyan and why am I a Banu Hulyan player. So we joined United Raiders, and also Voldron joined as a co-leader, just like Abdullah, just like Abdullah.
Okay, so what happened after Banu Hulyan? Did you create Brotherhood of Calradia? What happened after Banu
Oh
Hulyan?
no, bro, shit happened. A lot of shit happened. So okay, I'll try to be brief as much as possible, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Because
It's a long
so
story.
much shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very fucking long story, man. Like
Yeah.
my story in this game is insanely long. But what happened is, so when I joined the Southern Alliance, I was not really close with the Turkish group.
Okay.
They didn't really speak that much English, and
Hard to
I kind of
communicate, yeah.
yeah, I kind of had like my own thing going on. Like I remember I used to play with Shimeler. He used to
Yeah.
play in a clan called Balkan Bastards, and
I know.
I used to
Sarklo was
play
the leader.
with I used to play with some guys called the Army of Charas.
Okay.
Really love these guys. They're Kurdish guys. One of them was Ice. Ice is German, and the three other guys. One was Rami, and one was Dark Knight, and the third guy I don't remember what's his name. We used to go up there and make our own squad, our own thing. We used to fight Sturgia, used to fight Britannia, and that was my content. I was never really close with the Turkish guys. Like I remember one day, Voldemort would come and he would tell me shit like, "Oh, give some fiends to the clan." I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" I didn't know this guy was like a
Yeah.
fucking co-leader or something, Because I was not really present with them, I was not really there. But I also remember Benedict. Benedict is like one of the probably like at the time when I was playing, he was the best player I've ever seen. Really looked up to this guy. His name is Arnor Benedict now.
Yeah, and
He's-
I know it now, yeah.
yeah, this guy was insane, man. Like I remember I used to go farm desert bosses and he would get like 200 kills. I was like, what the fuck? You can even do that? And I remember, bro, I kept farming desert bosses for weeks until I became very consistent. I would get 200 plus kills, and I would like compete with them, bro. I remember like when catches say, "Oh, let's go farm bosses," I would like be there so I could compete with them
So you
and see
wanted
if
to
like
strive to get better, yeah. I see.
yeah, I had an insane. I was very motivated, bro. And I made I made the name for myself really quickly in the Southern Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like I was nothing, compared to all the players, compared to all the elites, especially Russians like Karadik, Primos, some other guys that were fucking elite. I was nowhere close. Like I remember, like back then when the server was so fucking active, there used to be a lot of tournaments and shit, and I would get fucked.
Yeah.
I would not even make it to the quarterfinals, and I would watch these guys play, and I would like learn from them and shit. So yeah, so what the fuck? I'm changing the story. So what was happening is I made up a name in the Southern Alliance. I kind of had my own thing going on, and slowly, I don't want to mention a lot of drama that happened, but it's kind of like our Arab group started to we started to lose players every day. Some
Mhm.
players had some problems with Abdullah. He's kind of like you don't really. I don't know. I don't say at the time I didn't like him, but I didn't like to be around him because it's nothing personal. He was just cringe, you know. And I didn't
Okay.
like to. Yeah, yeah. I didn't like to be there, bro. Uh, and he's, and then what happened is we started losing some players. I remember one guy called Ahmed. He left the game, and I don't know. I didn't really care that much. And I get from another player that, oh, look, you didn't know this guy left because of Abdullah, and this guy left because of this, and this guy left because. But I didn't really give a shit, you know. I just
Yeah.
kept playing because the alliance was so beautiful. The Southern Alliance at the time was at its peak. It was
Oh.
so good, and it was so fun to play in the Southern Alliance. And slowly, I started to become a bit detached from the Banu Hulyan.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
started to fight even on my own. And whenever I had some problem with someone, I want to fight them. I never called the Banu Hulyans to come and help me. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you wanted more content and you wanted to do it yourself.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But also there was some problems going on with Abdullah. I don't
Mhm.
really remember that much, but there was some problems going on, some say drama and shit. So I wanted to leave, but then new group of Arabs came to the game. There were like 40, 50 players, and it was insane player base. And they called themselves Banu Killed and Banu Habab, something like that. And later on, they merged and called themselves Banu Arab. All right.
Mhm.
And I decided to stay so I can play with these guys and fun. They came along and they started playing with us. Of course, they became this clan that would follow Banu Hulyan in some way, but I didn't really like this idea. Their leader was someone called Jarrah, and I used to sit with this Jarrah guy, and I would say, do not really follow Banu Hulyan because at the time I was a strong player in Banu Hulyan, and as an Arab player who's strong in Banu Hulyan, all of these new Arab players would look up to me, and I would get messages saying shit like, "Oh, bro, I became good at the game. Can I join Banu Hulyan?" I didn't like this idea. I wanted to see the Arabs separate, independent, and rely on themselves. So I kind of like tried to push them to be this, and I cared for them, tried to help them, tried to sit with this Jarrah guy and tell him shit like, "Oh, bro, you should have your own territory." At the time, people were excited about the castle update
Yeah.
because, like, you see how fucking old that is, and
Yeah,
people were
I've heard
thinking
that
about
it's like 1.5 years ago or something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, some
And,
crazy
and
number.
people were so excited about the castle updates. They would sit down and have meetings and decide, oh, I'm gonna take this castle and I'm gonna take this castle. Can you fucking
Yeah.
imagine? And I would tell him, oh, bro, you should go have this castle and spend on yourself and shit like that. And he failed me. I'll tell you later.
Mhm.
This guy is a fucking disaster, man. He's a letdown.
Who?
And then this Jarrah guy, okay, remember him.
Okay.
I'm gonna first Banu Arab clan in the
Mhm.
game,
Okay.
but at the time it was called Banu Qild, Qild,
Okay.
Qild. All
Okay.
right. So I still didn't really get I still didn't like the state of the Arabs at the game because they're kind of like blindfolded following Banu Hulyan.
So
So I didn't like
they
this idea.
leached on them essentially. You wanted
What,
them to succeed on their own and not to be like
Yeah, and
protected
that's
by.
and that's one of the reasons why I didn't join them or didn't leave Banu Hulyan to join them. And I remember I used to go talk to Abdullah and tell him, bro, because listen, bro, when we joined Banu Hulyan, I'm like while I'm speaking, I'm remembering some shit, right? So try not
Yeah.
to get confused. If you get confused, let me know, okay?
Okay.
Before we joined Banu Hulyan, our plan was to join Banu Hulyan, gain experience, farm the desert bosses, and become good at PvP, and then leave again to have our own independent Arab clan.
Okay.
But we didn't do that. Instead, we started losing players, and Abdullah was not present. He used to care, but he no longer cared, and he started to get mixed up with the Turkish players, and we became completely detached. We started losing players, and also I want to mention this. He took 4 players to the NA server without letting, and he made some drama with them, and he declared war on them. And
Mhm.
when I asked him about it, he said he lied to me and he said shit like, "Oh, they left the server and they went to the NA server." And he used to do some weird ass shit, bro. Like he used to say, oh, my grandfather is sick and I need to travel. I'm not playing and I'm active in the NA server. And I will be like, okay, what the fuck? He's not active. He said he's traveling.
So
And
he
my
lied
friend
to you, yeah.
and my friend would yeah, my friend would come online and he would show me on Discord and he would show me on Discord and stream to me that he's active and he would make a fucking fake Discord and a fake YouTube channel and post some videos. It's some weird ass shit. I don't want to get to it, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
have nothing against you. If you're listening to this, Abdullah, I have nothing against you, bro. You do your thing. You know, I didn't give a shit. I didn't care. But I only cared that he fucked up the fucking the squad we had.
Yeah,
And
okay.
these players, I'm talking about the four players, are currently playing in Northern Empire.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is Salahuddin, another one is Hussein, and one of them is Khalid as well, the one who recruited me, and one
Okay.
of them stopped playing actually. So yeah, so to get to the point, that was our plan, was to join and then gain experience and then leave. So when I talked to Abdullah, bro, look at them. There's a group of Arabs. We can leave and lead them. Go ahead, make an Arab clan
Yeah.
or lead this clan and do it. But he didn't want to. He told me that he told me that the Arabs are always a failure. Blah 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 blah. Our old clan Banu Lachem failed. Our players left us. Blah blah blah. He wanted to just make a clan that would follow honor, and it became his diplomacy that if there's a new group of Arabs in the game, he would put them all in one clan, support them, and he's really good at supporting people. I would give him that. He used to have a lot of money. He used to give people a lot of money, just like he would give them saddles, give them horses. He used to also give me a saddle and a horse, but I gave him back. And he used to like give people money, used to support them, used to share experience, and props to that, you know. And he's kind of, and I didn't like this idea. He just wanted them to be in one clan, so when they fail, he would just take the good players and have them in Banu Hulyan. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
As
Yeah.
just a clan that is following Banu Hulyan. So if there's someone who's so good at the game, for example, someone like Tamam, he would be like, "Oh, you're good. Come join Banu Hulyan." It's
Yeah.
like Banu Hulyan is a target that people needs to reach. So I got pissed. I got pissed at this because that was not our original plan. Our original plan is us as a group have our own independent Arab clan, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I want to leave. I'm gonna leave, and I didn't know where to go, bro. I wanted to join Vestermer Dominion because
Yeah.
they they were Vestermer Dominion, by the way, they were like allies with the UCC, some shit like that. And if you don't know, they are based at Tial,
Yeah, I
which is
know
like a
about that.
city. Yeah, it's
I
north
I've
of the
heard
fucking
that
map.
Sturgians do not count Tial as Sturgia because of Westmar Dominion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that before. So I kind of like the idea of having a clan in the middle of the enemies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would just be that you can just log in, take your troops and PvP. Take your troops and PvP. And my care in this game has always been PvP.
Yeah.
When I was a player, bro, I only looked forward to join a clan where there's just a nice community and people who are motivated to PvP, so I can play with them,
Yeah,
right?
you're connected with them and you also get better
Yeah.
and they get better, so that's a good point.
I didn't find this anywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't want to join I didn't want to join the Russians at the time, like Runaway Scorpions and Sandy Cheeks clan, like the SpongeBob clan. I don't remember. Uh, what the fuck was it called? Northern Republic? No, no, Northern
Ryzen
Republic.
Manifest,
No, 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 not Rising Manifest.
Direwolves.
No, 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 no. Direwolves used to be called FMC,
Mm-hmm.
and at this time, FMC was playing in the United Clans of Calradia, UCC.
Yeah.
Don't get this mixed up, okay? So it
Okay.
was all the clans in the game, including FMC, including the old clans of the Wild Hunt, Good Turk and TPA, even Hun Empire, and all of these clans fighting Banu Hulyan and DP. DP at the time was strong. DP, Banu Hulyan, and all the Russians
Yeah.
and the Spanish. At the time, the Spanish used to be strong as well. The Spanish coalition and the Spanish community was so strong. I remember I used to play with them. I used to Sebastian and some other guys, Ganges and all these guys. Really, really. So whatever. To get to the point, I felt detached and I wanted to leave. I wanted a change. I couldn't find myself in the Southern Alliance, and no, not the Southern Alliance. I couldn't find myself in Banu Hulyan, just in general. So I put a message and I say, okay, I'm leaving. I said it's been an honor and don't really remember the message, but I said, "Been an honor. Thank you for everything. Thank you for teaching me the game." Blah blah blah. And no one really taught me the game, but I said that no one really taught me the game.
Out
I
of
taught
respect,
myself.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I taught myself, and I got really positive response from Mamba, from Benedict. I love Benedict. I used to love him. From Mamba, from Benedict, from a lot of guys. And I left, and me and the guys, Alcanas and Slimer, we were like, we want to bring back the old Banu Hulyan, Banu Lechem vibes.
Mm-hmm.
This
Okay.
this pro-Muslim clan, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just for the sake of role playing. So we were like, okay, let's make a clan.
I mean, it's easier
And
for you guys. You all know, you all maybe speak the similar or the same language, and it's easier for you to communicate and stuff. So I
yeah,
guess
we
that makes
speak
sense.
Arabic, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But we're just three guys, you know,
yeah.
just three guys. I tried to invite these guys from the NA server, Khalid, Salahuddin, Hussein, and one guy called Taka. They refused. They just lost interest in EU because it was a lot of drama, and their problems with Abdullah was it's too much, and they didn't want to come back to him. If that makes sense, they didn't want to come back, and so they actually like gave me they gave me their money, they gave me their stuff, and respect to that, and um, they helped us in every way possible. And here's the problem. Here's when shit goes down. Okay, I'll try to be
Yeah.
fast.
Okay.
Here's when shit goes down. I leave. Abdullah gets upset. He says, "You should have told me in DMs when this guy was. I barely see him active. I barely see him on Discord. I barely even say hi to him. He barely say hi to me. He's just minding his own business. I'm minding my. He said, "You should have told me in Discord. You are a traitor or shit like that." And he blocks me on Discord. He bans me in every single Discord there is. He bans me from the Alliance Discord, and he bans Alcam and
Mm-hmm.
bans Slimer. At the time, Abdullah used to make this. At the time, Abdullah made a Discord called the Bannerlord Online Arabia, or Bannerlord
Okay.
Online Arabic Discord, where he would put all the Arabs in one Discord, and he would give himself the community manager, and
Okay.
he will try to represent the Arabs. He would put all the Arabs in one Discord, and he would try to represent them. And he banned me on this fucking Discord too. So I got banned. I tried to reach out. I failed, and he declared war on the clan that I was supposed to join. He declared war on the clan that I was supposed to join even before I joined it. It
Mm-hmm.
was I made this clan with my alt, and this clan was called Al Mubarizun. I tried to join it. I couldn't. No, I tried to join it, and he declared war, so I joined anyways. I tried to fix the issue. It didn't work. I tried to reach out to Voldron. Voldron acted dumb. He didn't do anything. He didn't help me. I tried to reach out to Cassius. He says I cannot because I'm banned. I'm banned on everywhere. So I was like, I was furious. And then me and my friends were like, okay, what the fuck? We made our clan at Unira so we can fight the new
With
Chinese at Unira so we can fight all these Chinese guys, and there was Hun Empire. I also wanted to fight them,
mm-hmm,
and
yeah.
there was a lot of different guys at around Unira. Also TPA and FMC used to be located at Danustica, and
Okay.
I wanted to fight them as well. So that's why I put. But it was kind of shit, and it didn't work, and it was not practical because we couldn't farm influence. We were just
Yeah.
three players, right? And the fucker Abdullah, he said, declare war on this guy because he tried to steal players
Uh-huh.
from our alliance, but I didn't. It's just a fucking lie.
So he
And
called you out on
everyone,
something you didn't do.
yeah, and I remember like I would walk around the map and fucking Sandy Cheeks would catch me, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you declaring war?" He says, "Ah, it seems like you stole players from our alliance." What the fuck does that even mean? And at the time, Jarrah. Let me go back to Jarrah. I before I even left, because I was actively playing with the Arabs. Sometimes I told Jarrah that I would make a clan at the Nustika, and Jarrah was like, "Oh, bro, if we have a lot." Jarrah was like, "Oh, bro, if we have a lot of players, we're gonna send you them. We're gonna send you these players in your clan to help you with influence." I was like, "Nah, bro, no need. I'm not. This clan was not supposed to grow. The original plan was just me and my friends hang out in this with no bonuses. I just enjoy the game. It's not
Mm-hmm.
to grow the clan,
Yeah,
right?"
yeah.
And even this fucker declared war on me, just completely betrayed me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he, like he knows that I'm gonna make a clan, and he was like, "Okay, bro, I'm gonna support you." And the next day, he declares war on
He
me
stabbed
still.
you in the back, yeah, instantly. Okay.
I never really understood why. I tried to reach out to these guys, like, "What the fuck are you doing?" and then they never really replied. I don't know why. I still to this day don't know why they did this. It's just personal issues or racism. I don't know, and I don't know, bro. Like it's so weird. And I got furious, and it's in my video. And me and me and my friends, we decided to. Okay, so they're not replying to us on Discord. Let's go to them in the map. So we go move to Ortisia, and we would see Jarrah moving around, doing some scouting like a little bitch, and we would call him out, and he would hide in the city and do nothing. So we were like, okay, we're gonna start catching their players, and I started doing shit I'm not really proud of. Started to catch the players to get their attention, if that
Yeah,
makes any
okay.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So we would catch some of the Banu Arabs guys and basically kill them, kill their troops, and they are our friends, but we were catching them,
Yeah.
right?
So you would bait it out the
Kind of, yeah. And
yeah.
I at the time I had this mentality, I had this mindset of freeing the Arabs because I was really furious. Why would you declare war on someone, have your own people fight your own personal war? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Why would you make my own friends turn on me?
Yeah, fight
Because
against you.
I was walking around the map, bro, and the whole southern, not the whole southern lines, it was Banu Hulyan, Banu Killed, Banu Habab, both of the runaway scorpions and the other, and the lucky snakes. I would walk around the map and they would walk next to me and no one will catch in anyone because everyone was confused. No one knew
No, no,
why
what's
we,
going on? Why were you
yeah,
at war with your friends? Yeah.
yes. But I started catching because for how long I'm going to stay waiting for you to send me peace? And I never sent peace first.
Yeah.
They probably want me to send peace first, but I never sent peace first. So I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm sick of this shit. I'm gonna start catching. So I start catching, and obviously the rest of the alliance declares war on me because I look like the bad person, and I'm wrong. I don't know what should I've done. If I would go back in time, I would not catch, to be honest, because because when everyone saw me initiating the attack, I became the bad person.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just furious.
Okay,
I was not.
so what happened after you made the clan in the Nustica? What was the outcome? You got ganked, you got killed, you got declared on. What happened after that?
Oh no, I would walk all the way to Ortisia where and Kuyas where the whole alliance is based and be there
Mm-hmm.
and do 1v5s constantly every day. Didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I would fight there. Didn't give a shit, bro.
But clan
I
was after that. So you were constantly having 1v5. So what happened after that?
so obviously because of a lot of because of these wars, it got worse and worse. My
Yeah.
relationship with the Southern Alliance. And Ramon wanted to fix it. He told me, "Oh, bro, come join the bad company," because at the time the bad company was starting, and he offered me to join, and I made it worse. And he no longer offered me this, and he was like, "Okay, let's war. We're gonna kill you and shit. You will never amount to anything. You're a bad guy. You're a failure. Blah 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 blah." And I lost it with the Banu Hulyan because I
Mm-hmm.
started attacking their players, and it was fucked. It was
Yeah.
fucked, completely fucked.
Chaos all over. Yeah.
Yeah, so I decided to. I remember like I was really confused. Akanas didn't want to play. Slima didn't want to play. I was just there alone, and I didn't know what to do. I actually wanted to quit the game,
Yeah.
but then all these players. You remember I talked about who went to the NA Alliance.
Yeah.
They joined back to the game to the EU, and they were like, "Bro, we see you fighting every day alone like a fucking dipshit. We're gonna help you." So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Okay, thank you." So they decided to join, but because there was no influence, I joined Hun Empire.
Okay.
And my friends, some of them joined Sturgia. All right. So when I joined Hun Empire, around this time, a group of players reached out to me. One of them is Shroom Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Shroom Doom, man, respect to you, bro. Shroom Doom reached out to me and he was like, "Bro, we see you doing 1v5s. You're really nice. You the game. Can you help us teach us PvP and for money?" And I was like, okay, that's cool. Let me do that. I used and at the time, Shroom Doom used to lead a clan called Night's Watch, and it was a PvE clan. And he offered me to join and teach them some PvP. But I never really had I didn't want that. I joined their Discord and I got to know them. Shroom Doom and another guy called King Dope. and some other guys as well. I joined and I was like, I'm gonna just hang out with you guys because at the time, bro, I didn't have any friends at the game and zero friends in the map, zero friends. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hang out with you and join your clan and just help you out. We're gonna be one clan, right?
Yeah.
And I joined this Night's Watch clan. The day I joined the Night's Watch, I left from Hun Empire, of course. The day I joined the Night's Watch, the whole map declared war on them. Not the whole map, sorry. I mean the Southern Alliance declared
Southern
war on
Alliance,
them.
yeah.
And drama happened between Dope, Shroom, and the Southern Alliance. And there used to be, I don't want to get deep into it, but whatever happened is, we decided to take the next step of changing the Night's Watch to a PvP clan.
Okay.
Because at the time, Night's Watch was a PvE clan. And around this time, the UCC disbanded. The UCC disbanded completely. And FDL was created. And Vlandia went inactive, and CDT was doing its own thing with the
Yeah,
Sturgia
that's
and
the time.
Empire.
That's the time I started playing. Vlandia wasn't. I think there was only maybe one clan active at the time. I think those were Templar Knights, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Templar's Knight. What's his name?
I don't know.
Jacob. Jacob. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacob. Yeah, I love Jacob, man. But so we changed this name. We changed the clan, and we were like, okay, we're gonna call it the Brotherhood of Calradia.
Okay.
And the history of Brotherhood of Calradia, or the reason it is a clan that would bring everyone who
Together.
faced who faced injustice in the whole map together.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have like a place. Our place was Yonica, and it was me who faced a lot of injustice with Southern Alliance, and it was Dope who also had his own problems with Valandia, Gallia, Galandine to be precise. Shroom Doom who had his own problems with CDT, and a lot of different players, as well as like one Saudi Arabian guy. He also was like one of the founders of Brotherhood of Calradia. So it was like a clan of 6 or 7 players, and also Sigmat, who also had the problem with DP. And it's six. I don't want to mention everything,
Yeah.
but it was like 6 or 7 players who had like history of injustice, tried to make a clan where they would belong. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhere where we can call home.
Okay.
And the Brotherhood of Calradia, and our goal and our intention, our our goal in the game was bring justice to the map. If that makes any.
Okay. Yeah.
I was so obsessed with learning the history of every single clan in this game, and trying to understand everything in this game, and why this guy is allied with this guy, why does this guy hate this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and why this guy is fighting this guy, and what's the history of this guy. You know what I mean? I was so
Yeah. The
obsessed with this.
backstory of everyone, like.
Yeah, I was
What?
so obsessed, bro. I used to go around ask everyone about everything,
Yeah.
and I wanted to kind of fight for the truth.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
It was so cool, man. Like the vibes in Brotherhood of Calradia was really nice. Me as a leader,
Okay.
it was just a group of players like me, Shroom Doom, and kind of co-leading, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
And we started making friends with Empire, Sturgia, especially Sturgia. Oh, I became really close with Sturgia when I was in Al Mubarizun.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was there at Ortisia getting gangbanged by the SA, I would also see the Sturgians getting gangbanged next to me. So I was like, "Yo,
You
Grumbling
have
Stone."
something in common. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I saw Grumbling Stone and Joan, and I was like, "Bro, let's team up. Let's make alliance.
Yeah.
At least get gangbanged together." Yeah, and that's why I was really close with the Sturgians. I was really, really close with the Sturgians actually. Um, so we made alliance with Sturgia. We made alliance with Hun Empire.
That
And
was the
fast
old
forward,
Hun Empire,
yeah,
and not the new one. Yeah.
yeah, fast forward. We made something called the Northern Alliance.
Okay.
It's not really the Northern Alliance, but I don't remember what it was called. We didn't really give it a name, but people decided to call it the Northern Alliance.
Okay.
Uh, we made this alliance of me, no, not me. I mean Brotherhood of Calradia, Sturgia, Hun Empire, and we decided to fight the FDL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because we were fighting for truth in this game. There's this clan called the FDL that is kind of controlling the Frostlands for their own selves.
Yeah.
So we didn't really like this idea. So we had the dream of freeing the Frostlands,
Mm-hmm.
and it
So
was
what
really
was the
motivated.
strategy to take over Frostland?
It's just to kill FTL and not let them tax players to farm there. It was basically to make Frostlands as free as it is to walk outside of Zionica. If anyone wants to go to Frostlands, they are able to do so, and they will just have to fight other clans or other enemies at exactly like how would they fight any other enemies anywhere in the map. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
So there's not a giga mega alliance that is hardly focused on defending the Frostland. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to make the Frostlands free to everyone, and it worked. We did really good against the FTL, and that's where us as Brotherhood of Calradia and Sturgia started to make our warbands, and we started to fuck up the FTL really bad. The FTL was basically FMC
Yeah.
and Gutturk
Mm-hmm.
and TPA and Joachim, Banner of Hesse. All right.
Yeah.
Joachim is a really good guy, man. And I remember Banner of Hesse left, and we took advantage of this, and we pushed them really hard. We pushed the FDL really hard,
Okay.
and I tried to make peace with them and make them understand that we just want the Frostlands to be safe.
Yeah. So you
We
wanted to
we
pressure them into going into peace. Yeah.
exactly. I was like, I tried to speak to Haktan. Tried to reach out to these guys. I was like, I'm not your fucking enemy. You need to free the Frostlands so we can get strong, so the whole map can get strong to rise against the bigger enemy, which is the Southern Alliance.
Okay.
And no one really listened. It turned out that they had personal issues with Sturgia, very, very personal issues, especially Hera, who was the leader of House Lion.
Yeah.
And we failed to make peace with them. Basically, what happened is we pressured them really hard to ally with the Southern Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought the Southern Alliance at the third point to fuck us up, and they would ally with them.
Okay.
Uh, So at the time, Hayes and Haktan and the other guys, they decided to ally with the Southern.
Yeah.
I saw it coming, and I tried to stop it. I remember I used to talk to Voldron, I used to talk to Hayes, I used to talk to Haktan. I used to say, I know what you're thinking. Do not do this because it's gonna be bad for the mod, bro. It's really bad. You're
Yeah.
making a really really strong, and it's not worth it. It's to fight us like what Brotherhood of Calradians. We're nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it was so stupid. I don't want to also discredit anyone, and not and forget. Sorry if I forget to mention anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sorry for that. So I tried to reach out to them. Time I joined Direwolf Discord, and I was like, I joined the Discord, and I was sitting with a lot of their players, and guys, I know that tomorrow you're gonna ally with the South. Please do not do. And
Mm-hmm.
they were like, oh, you're not listening. You're not listening. Oh yeah, Hector used to tell me, bro, I would rather kill myself and not play with Sturgia. I was like,
Okay.
what the fuck is
So
wrong with
he
you,
had
man?
a deep hatred towards Sturgians.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had a problem, but it's kind of he also have his own history with Southern Alliance because he was an AGA player. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
get deep into it, but I saw it coming.
Okay.
So it didn't work. They didn't listen to me. No one really respected me. They 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 wanted to basically all the people who would hate Hera and the Sturgia come together to fuck him up so bad,
Yeah.
and it destroyed Hera. I have to admit, it destroyed him. They were really strong, man, and in numbers, crazy numbers, crazy numbers. Can you imagine like the FTL, which is a very big alliance, joining even a bigger alliance, the Southern Alliance? You can see this in one of my videos as well. Me making them joining the Southern Alliance. So yeah, they
Oh,
joined the Southern Alliance.
what happened? So why did Brotherhood Calradia like disband all of a sudden and it started to be crazy boys?
Oh
What
yeah,
happened there?
I'm still gonna talk about the history because everything is explaining. All right.
Yeah.
When they did that, we used to I don't remember. I don't really remember, but I think we lost the Frostlands. We took the Frostlands from the FDL, but we lost it again. Yeah, we lost it again.
So you held on Frostlands for some time and you.
Yeah. We lost
Yeah.
it again because they made alliance with SA, and SA pushed it really hard. I remember like Ramon and Voldron, they were doing a great job.
Yeah.
They pushed it really hard. They had way more numbers than us, and they fucked us really hard.
Okay.
Around this time, I also a bunch of Arabs joined the game, known as Deathstorm. I used to also have problems with them. I don't want to also get to this. Um, we decided to fuck off basically, leave Baltacan and base at.
So leave Frostlands, yeah.
Yeah. We decided to base at Hubyar as the
Okay.
Brotherhood of Calradia. We basically, yeah, play in the desert.
Yeah.
And we were doing good job, man. We're like, Brotherhood of Calradia at this time, you have to understand that we used to fight more than anyone in this map.
Okay.
More than anyone in the map. And I would lose in an insane way. And I would lose a lot of 5v5s to the point that people would ask me, why are you still fighting? Why do you still want to fight us when you're losing 400, 500 troop difference? What's the fucking point? And I never really care about the losses, man. I remember like my squad went from losing 500 difference to us celebrating and being so fucking happy that we started losing 200 difference.
Okay,
And
so you
with
started losing, and how did you
no,
pay
no,
for
no, no,
your
no.
troops?
I'm saying throughout the history of Brotherhood of Calradia, we would fight more than anyone
Okay,
else.
yeah, I get that. But how did you guys pay for your troops? Did you sell Patreon? Did you have people
Oh yeah,
farming
yeah,
for
yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. We never had anyone farm for us. I would do our own thing, but we're kind of rich, yeah.
Okay. Well, how did you get rich from all the bosses from constantly farming Frostlands?
Not really. Yeah, we had a lot of people who used to farm in Frostlands, like a lot of players. We used to farm in Frostlands a lot. I don't remember. We used to play in Frostlands. We used to farm in Frostlands to have frost. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how we farmed there. And we used to also have players who buy Patreons and shit. So we have money.
Okay.
It was not a problem.
Okay. Okay.
But I've always been poor because I have always been fighting. Like
Mm.
probably I used to lose more troops more than anyone else in the because I used to fight every day and lose.
Did you sell Patreon too?
I used to buy Patreons, yeah,
Okay.
sometimes, and also most of my players would have shout out to.
Okay.
So
So you moved to Hubyar, Brotherhood of Calradia moved to Hubyar. So how did Crazy come all of a sudden?
so we moved to Hubyar and it became really shit. And around this time, Brotherhood started to improve in PvP. And I got to know Ash. You remember this name
Mr.
because
Ash, yeah.
yeah, he's important. I got to know Ash and I used to fight with. I remember like we went from losing 500, basically winning against the uh, strongest five you can bring from the Southern Alliance. I remember we won against Catches, Voldron, and Ramon.
Yeah.
Time was strong. Ramon and Abdullah, he was strong. And I don't remember who was the fifth. Benedict.
Okay.
That was like the elite of the Southern Alliance. And I went from losing to a bunch of noobs to winning these guys. So we started to make a name for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like despite the fact that the Brotherhood of Calradia was kind of fighting the whole Southern Alliance, I'm not saying alone like all, but it seemed like we're fighting alone because
Yeah.
we didn't have any like we didn't have much help. And even the Sturgians who were fighting with the Brotherhood of Calradia,
Yeah.
they left Sturgia and joined the Brotherhood of Calradia. Like Yo-Yo, Ali Freeze, Sigi, some
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Even Olga joined the Brotherhood of Calradia, but then he joined back in
Wasn't
Sturgia.
he an Arnor player at one point?
Yeah, but Arna didn't come yet.
Uh-huh. Okay.
At the time, it was still Banu Hulyan. Arna didn't come yet.
Yeah.
So, uh, so that's what happened. We proved ourselves. We were fighting at Hubyar, and we started to find ourselves fighting alone. We really upset. All right, so we got to the point where we are there in Hubyar, and we're fighting a lot of enemies. We would literally go farm a desert boss, and after we finished, there's like at least 25 guys outside, and it was so pathetic, and we couldn't do anything, and it was not fun. At the time, I thought it was fun. The fact that you have a lot of enemies and you can, despite the fact that there's a lot of enemies and people outside watching and ready for you to finish your fight to fight you again, but they see that their friends are, was something that was motivating me. So I like the idea of having a lot, but we kind of lost it. Everyone got upset at the end, even myself, and we couldn't really have much fair fights. Banu Hulyan used to not 5v5s. Even like we used to catch some players and they delay the fight, so the fight would finish and they can split us. It was so stupid. And we got upset. I put a message right out there and I say, we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
That's the Brotherhood of Calradia.
So then Crazy came.
And then I took a long break. Uh, Around this time, before I took the break, Banu Hulyan evolved to become Arnor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this part is really important because it's the evolution of Bannerlord Online.
Okay.
And no one really speaks about this.
Yeah, that was the
Uh,
biggest deal. Like, Arnor was the biggest clan for a long time.
No, it was. What do you mean the biggest?
Like they had the biggest amount of fighters in one clan. Am I
I don't
correct?
think that's necessarily true, but they were one of the strongest.
Okay.
Brotherhood was strong too, but I would say that Brotherhood was not strong alone. I would have to like Brotherhood was not strong alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't think Brotherhood, like as five Brotherhood, did not really win against five Honor that much. We won, but we didn't. We're not really consistent.
Okay.
I had to fight with Ash. I had to fight with some other guys. All right,
Yeah.
but Brotherhood and Honor at the time, or the guys who were playing with Brotherhood, I don't really remember that much, were fighting each other, and they were the strongest too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still say we had our moments. I think Honor was better. Also, you have to remember that FMC, when they disbanded, and TPA as well, FMC players joined Honor, and throughout this whole history, bro, a lot of elite players from different clans joined Honor.
Okay.
And the Brotherhood was we didn't get that, privilege in Brotherhood. We were just kind of like training our players to become good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never had like a elite player join me. I had it before, but it was not like as much as I did. So we kind of like Honor was getting strong really fast. We were not getting strong as fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Arnor had like OG players in them. Yeah.
Yeah, they had OG players, but I would say they were better than us when we were Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
But we had our moments. Like we used to win. We used to win too. Um, and then I took a break. I was really pissed, and I hear there's a Caravan update. I sit down with Ash. How are you, bro? I miss you. I miss you too. We need to do something about this.
Okay.
We sit down, we think. I proposed the idea of, oh, at the time, Ash used to have a clan called Naughty Bulls, and Naughty Bulls joined the Northern Alliance,
Mm-hmm.
and he was not really liked by everyone
Why is that?
because he's a bit toxic,
Okay.
and he was not really liked by everyone. He's kind of stupid as well. Uh, and also, I want to mention that the Northern Alliance was people who did not really like each other, but they got together to fight a common enemy,
Oh,
and that
come
is
on,
Arnor.
enemy. Yeah. An enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Brotherhood, and if it wasn't for me, Sturgian Empire would have been fighting each other like a way long, past.
Okay.
I got Sturgia and Empire. I convinced them to actually make peace and join one alliance to fight Arnor together.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was like an alliance that is not really strong. You know what I mean? It had numbers, but people were not there because they cared for each other, because they enjoyed playing with each other. They were just there because
They
they were
had to
fighting
be.
a common enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like really pissed at the alliance in general because Brotherhood did not really get any help. No one gave a shit. We were just there every day posting screenshots and battle screens of us doing 5v5s, and no one gave a shit.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one cared, man. No one gave a shit. So, so I was like, Ash, we need to change this. So I proposed the idea of making a new alliance, and he agreed. And we used to say we used to like talk about how crazy the idea is. So we decided. One guy was like, oh, "Okay, so what we gonna name the clan? What we gonna name the clan?" And we're like, "This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. We're gonna name it crazy."
Okay.
So that's where the name came from, because it was a really crazy idea.
Yeah.
And we started with Brotherhood and Naughty Boys, but at the time Naughty Boys was nothing. It was just Ash, Nikash, and Hasi Kafkaf. He joined us as well. Hasi Kafkaf came from the Southern Alliance, and Tyrone, some other guys. Uh, it, it was just small in numbers. And when I did that, when I did that, when I came back from the break and decided to make this crazy alliance, one of my Brotherhood players called Mo, he joined the Banu Arabs, but that's a different Banu Arab from the old one.
Yeah.
All right. He got me to talk to them, and I was like, "Hey guys, how are you?" They they told me about how a piece of shit Abdullah is, and I was like, "Yeah, I already know. You don't have to tell me." We were like, "Okay, so we hate one guy. We hate a common enemy, so they decided to join us." So it
Yeah.
was Banu Arabs, Brotherhood of Calradia, and Naughty Boys. And it was not a crazy boy clan. It was a crazy alliance.
Crazy
You can also see
coalition.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also see this in my videos, where just Brotherhood fighting with Naughty Boys and Banu Arabs.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's where the crazy alliance came from.
So how did the crazy clan?
Oh yeah, so I wanna talk about the evolution.
Yeah.
It was a completely different mindset. And when it comes to leading, bro, when it comes to playing this game, actually, there's two ways of playing this game. There's the 5v5 aspect, where you compete with your best enemy and you try to prove that you are the best.
Okay.
And there's the other aspect of this game where it is the leadership aspect, or the map control, we call it.
Okay.
The Arnor evolution uh, is a mix of both,
Yeah.
right? I also wanted to do something a mix of both as well. So as Arnor was evolving, and around this time, by the way, the creation of the Crazy Alliance, Arnor was already having its own things going on with the Southern Alliance. At the time, they already turned on DP. They had their own problems, whatever happened, and they started to evolve. They started to make friends. They started to make diplomacy,
Yeah.
and
How did Vlandians come in all of this?
they
All
they
of a sudden
they
they became active and they were like
yeah, Valantians
joining
came back.
with
But you have
Arnor.
to understand, that's where the Caravan that was around the Caravan update. When the
Hmm.
Caravan update dropped, everyone was active.
So it was a big game changer.
Yeah, the Caravan update is the greatest thing that ever happened in this game.
Okay.
It is, I would say that Bannerlord Online before the Caravan update is never after the Caravan update.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So Honor started to make their own diplomacy. They started to make their own thing, and I already knew. And I was like, we need to also evolve, because it has always been Brotherhood of Calradia, or the play. I would say this: it has always been my group and Voldron's group,
Okay.
the two alpha groups that are fighting each other in this map.
Yeah.
You have a lot of other groups, but they're just irrelevant. They have their own thing going on. They think this group is winning or this group is winning. They're kind of biased to this group or they're biased to this group. But the two alpha groups are this group and this group. There's also other groups that are really, really strong, like Gameowner, and I would get to this. We also started to make our own diplomacy. Crazy Boys mindset is different than Brotherhood of Calradia mindset. The Brotherhood of Calradia is a mindset of fighting for the truth and being civil and being honest and fighting for the truth, all right?
Yeah.
The Crazy Boys is fighting to be strong.
Okay.
And I remember I used to sit down with the players and say, do we want to sacrifice our potential in this game when there's this Arnorian of evolution going on, or should we sacrifice our potential or sacrifice our friends? And it was a really, really hard decision to take. And I decided to sacrifice my friends, my
Okay.
friendships.
Yeah.
And it was a shitty decision. And I will explain this later. But I already had the plan to declare war on the whole server when we started out.
So it was a new diplomacy change for Crazy Boys. So you
Yeah,
wanted to be just crazy.
we wanted to be become the Alpha Alliance, and
Okay.
Honor wanted to become the Alpha Alliance. They It's just that they are evolving, we are evolving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
We knew what they're up to. They knew what we are up to. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
And Honor didn't really at the time. They didn't really give us much attention because they had their own thing going on with the Southern Alliance. But the Southern Alliance crumbled really hard
Okay.
against Honor. Some say that Honor destroyed the Southern Alliance. I don't think that is true. The Southern Alliance was still there, but they crumbled really hard against the
Okay.
Southern Alliance. They had their wins. DP invented the infantry meta, and they won against Vlandia, but Vlandia kept standing really hard, and they fucked them up really hard. All right, at the
Okay.
end, and we had our own thing going on at Khuzait. So
Mm-hmm.
at the far east we were fighting, and Arnor were fighting at the far west.
Okay.
And sometimes we would get mixed up in both, and it was so fun. I remember it was sometimes we'd go after we have our own fights with Wild Hunt and Gameowner and Avisena. Gameowner is the leader of Kukturk, and Avisena is the leader of TPA. But he
Okay.
had another clan called Eternal. So I will not say clan names. At the time, it was a big war between leaders. Okay, so we would go there and we would find on fighting the Southern Alliance, and we would fight both of them, and it was so fun. It was a fucking big mess, and you would see us fighting both of them, and there's a fourth party like Vlandia coming in. It was a big mess. Okay, I'm gonna say this quick. We wanted to make diplomacy with Gameowner and Avicenna,
Okay.
and they kind of stabbed us in the back. They were really friendly with us. Niantai clan joined us, which is called Resurrection. And
Yeah.
Niantai had a problem that Avicenna came back to the game. And Avicenna is the old leader of TPA, so all of his players would follow Avicenna. So we decided to be friends with Avicenna and Game Owner. That was Ash doing. He was doing this. He was handling this own thing because he's Turkish and they are Turkish.
Yeah.
And I trusted him with this. I didn't care. I was just focusing on my own PvP. But it turned out that that's where Honor is so smart. It
Mm-hmm.
turned out that they already had their own agreement with Honor. So we were trying to make diplomacy with people who already are with Honor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a big letdown, and it was so fucking. I was so fucking upset because I have a bunch of players who are PvP hungry. They want to just be the best, bro.
They want content. Yeah.
They want to be the best, and I promised them strength. I promised them to become the strongest. I promised this alliance to become the strongest alliance, but I was still there alone, and also I've lost all the all the friendships I had because I also declared war on Hun Empire, who were my friends, and even I declared war on Empire themselves, and Vlandia declared war on me, and I also I declared war on the Sturgians. So I was literally fighting the whole map.
The whole map. So do people think that you're dishonorable because you did all of that?
Um, Hun
Because
Empire
all of
would
a
say
sudden
I'm
you
this.
were friends with with everyone, and at one point you were just everything new, no wars with everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to understand between these two events, it's a time span of something like around 3 months.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I'm just being brief. Okay, so I might not get my reason clear, but uh, for example, like I decided to declare war on the Han Empire because I wanted full control over the Khuzait, and they were contesting with us, and I also wanted to become friends with Avicenna and Gameowner, and that is something I still regret.
Okay.
But it was the thing that I had to do to become strong.
Okay.
Like I said, it's a different mindset. It's going from doing the right thing to doing the thing that benefits you.
Okay. I get what
And
you mean.
Honor does this a lot. I don't want to bring on what they do or what they did, but they do this a lot. Like every party had to do what is necessary to become strong at the game.
Yeah.
All right. So at the time RM came back to the game, Crazy Alliance we didn't have any future. We didn't know what to do. We didn't have any friends. We were fighting almost everyone in the game, and I have my own personal issues with the SA. RM is friends with SA, the Southern Alliance,
Yeah.
and RM was friends with us because I'm friends with Ash,
Yeah.
and Ash is friends with Relaxin. I also became friends with Relaxin. Relaxin is the leader of RM. This is a really really strong clan.
Yeah, they had a Pikachu banner. I know that.
So it didn't make any sense. So we decided that the Crazy Boys Alliance would make an aggression pact with the Southern Alliance until we can destroy Arnor.
Yeah.
But we definitely underestimated Arnor. Diplomacy. We didn't underestimate Arnor. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't underestimate Arnor players. We knew that we can beat them, and we did beat them. Did it is we would beat them so fast. We would have our days, and they would have our days. We didn't have a problem with PvP, but we got fucked in diplomacy. I'll
Yeah.
explain why. Because Avisena and Gameowner decided to join on, and Honor made their own agreements with Vlandia, right?
Yeah.
And if anyone is listening and I'm saying anything wrong, you can hit me up and tell me if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. So we make this non-aggression pact with the Russians, and we decide, okay, so because at the time, me and Ramon, big enemies, bro.
Okay.
Never liked the fucker, and he never liked me, yeah.
Yeah.
I, but
Did
just to
you
be
have a
clear,
non-aggression pact with Sturgia at that time as well?
no, we were fighting Sturgia.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, so this part is really important. We were hated by a lot of people. But
Yeah.
we were hated by the Huns, really bad. We tried to make peace with them and fix the issues. And I tried to apologize and try to fix the issue, but it didn't work. They treat me with disrespect and kick me out of their voice chat and some really stupid shit. So I was like, I'm not bothered. You wanna fight them, we're gonna fight you. And we used to fuck them up. And Empire, we used to fuck them up too. But here's the thing: Empire would prefer fighting us over Arnor.
Okay.
And Empire was really active. At the time, there was a clan called BBB,
Okay.
and they were really active, and they would prefer fighting us over Arnor. Even the Hun Empire would prefer fighting us over their biggest enemy, Gameowner and Empire as well. And that's where that's where we started getting fucked because Arnor is building a good reputation. We're not. I remember, like, it got to the point that we're doing a 5v5 with Han Empire or Good Turk. We were the Alpha clan in Khuzait, by the way. Like, we used to beat the Han Empire, we used to beat the Cook Turk, we even used to beat White Hunt sometimes. But White Hunt was strong. Um, but White Hunt was contesting really hard in the Empire area, so we couldn't really contest with them because they had like really really big numbers. So we stayed in Khuzait and tried to become the Alpha clan in Khuzait. And it got to the point that we were doing a 5v5 with Hun Empire, and after we finished the fight, there is literally Sturgians, French, Empire, even Vlandians outside splitting us. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, it's a huge deal, bro. You're talking about people who are coming together to just kill us, kill
Yeah.
Crazy. And everyone thought that Crazy would not survive for long. Everyone was like, oh, this crazy thing is just gonna last for like 1 week and it's gonna die. Wait, ask me a question then.
So you were getting camped by everyone, like even though you guys were friends with them before, you guys started getting camped by like Valandians, Sturgians, and everyone out of
I
nowhere.
would I would not say we were getting camped, but we were fighting everyone.
Yeah, you had
Like,
like a 5v5, and outside they were just waiting for you.
yeah, it happened before. Like, we were once doing a 5v5 with Wild Hunt, and after we're done, uh, we got surprised, man. Like, there was Sturgians outside, Valandians outside, Empire outside, and even French. And at the time, like, there was a lot of French clans, different French clans, and they were outside splitting us, and that was really upsetting. But we were not getting camped. We were not hiding from anyone.
Yeah,
We were literally like spamming 5v5s every day, more than anyone else. Always been us and Arnor doing 5v5s more than anyone in the map. Like, we never shy away from a fight. It's like everyday scenario is something like us fighting 5v5 somewhere at Vostrom with Arnor, or fighting at Danustica with Wildhunt, and there is a warband of Empire waiting for us at Akalat, searching for us.
Yeah.
And we would have to go all the way back to do our second 5v5.
Yeah.
Is like that's how the scenarios would be.
Tell me about what was happening on the Frostland's entrance. All the fights. All the fights with Vlandia, with the Chinese.
Vlandia was not that much active, right?
Yeah.
Still, they were not much active, I think. There was no Chinese. That was old, by the way. There was no Chinese in Frostlands, okay?
Yeah.
To be clear. I don't remember who had the Frostlands, but I remember us moving up there, fighting a lot of people at Baltacan. Like, it was so fun. Like, it was a badass moment of bringing 5 guys that would go there at the entrance of Frostlands and them trying to split us. I'm talking about like French players and maybe Sturgian. I don't really remember much, but it was mainly French. And them trying to split us, and we would like win a fight and join the next one, and win another fight and join the next one. So as Arnor was evolving to become the best in this Alpha clan, we were doing that too. So Ash was doing his own thing because he was Turkish, and Avisena and Gameowner are Turkish. He was doing his own thing and his diplomatic talks with them. I let him do it. I didn't really care that much, and it was his idea, anyways. That we would maybe, perhaps, we would ally with Gameowner, and that is Gukturk, and Avisena, and that is TPA. Right? There was this problem going on that Ash is trying to have me and Ramon become friends or fix our old issues. But I always had a problem with Ramon because Ramon sided with Abdulla, because I was the one who would initiate the attack, like I said before, right?
Yeah.
So we were trying to fix the issue, but Ramon would always say, would always tell Ash, no, I don't want to fix the issue with Ramon, but me, I would say, yeah, okay, we can fix. Me as a player, bro, I would tell this about myself. I never hate anyone. I never have any personal issues with anyone. And I always remember that this is a game. I'm here to have fun. If you're my enemy, tomorrow you can be my friend. If you're my friend, tomorrow you can be my enemy, but still be my friend. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, I got what you mean.
So I never had a problem with Ramon. So Ash also knew this. So he was trying to fix the issues between each other. So we decided to make a non-aggression pact until we destroy Arnor.
Yeah.
And just something between me and Ramon. Me and Ramon are meant to fight each other in this game.
Okay.
like at the end of the day, we're gonna fight each other. If he's playing this game, I'm not saying he's not playing the game. If he's playing the game, we would fight each other.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's skip to the point. So we made a non-aggression pact with them, and it became. And we decided to. Did I say that we put everyone in one clan? Oh my god.
No. So the crazy clans merged. Yeah.
So yeah, I was really upset, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the fucking problem. I cannot make alliance with the Southern Alliance because I'm the fucking problem. I'm hated by the Southern Alliance. I hate the Southern Alliance. Am I the problem? So we decided, okay, we're gonna put everyone in one clan because we have no other choice but to become strong and move forward.
Yeah.
So imagine, like, I invited everyone in Discord. There was like 20 players. I have this on my YouTube channel. I invited everyone to the Discord, and I was like, guys, we're gonna put everyone in one clan. People didn't like it, but we had to do what we had to do, right?
Yeah.
And we put everyone in Crazy Boys, just one clan that is the Alpha clan in Khuzait, and we based in Khuzait at Akalat, to be precise, and we kept fighting, we kept fighting, we kept fighting. We got bored of Hun Empire started dying slowly. Also Gupta got fucked really hard. We fought them, and we were playing really good. We killed them. I don't remember what happened to Guktuk. No, I don't remember what happened. Yeah, Guktuk left. Guktuk. I don't remember where. I think they joined. Where did they go? I think they joined on. I don't really remember. I don't want to say anything that's incorrect. But Guktuk lost it. They started to play with honor, so they can start winning games. Guktuk like had a problem with 5-man Guktuk. They started playing with honor, and we were just there, bro, like fighting everyone, fighting Guktuk, fighting Honor, fighting Eternal, which is Avisena clan.
Yeah.
Avisena is the old leader of TPA, and also Avisena died. Avisena clan died.
Yeah.
Did I mention Ninetie and Ressurection?
No, you didn't.
So Ninetie and Ressurection, they also joined the Crazy Alliance, and when Avisena came back to the game, Ninetie left, and his players left the Crazy Alliance, and they joined Avisena clan.
Yeah.
So also like Ninetie was a key to me and Avicenna become friends. And I like this guy. Avicenna is a good guy. I respect him. Also respect Gameowner. Don't hate anyone. I respect everyone. So he was a key to us getting close. But Ninetie is a bit retarded. So he didn't do anything about it. He's so stupid. Like I literally declared war on Hun Empire for him, and he didn't do anything. He didn't get me and Avicenna close, and he was also doing his own thing with Arnor. So whatever, man, whatever, whatever happened happened. So we the action in Khuzait was not fun anymore. So we changed and became Crazy Boys 2
Yeah.
and changed the banner to the yellow one, which is a shit one. It's like a yellow and an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Crazy Boys, we don't really care about banners. Like, I don't know who the fuck did this banner. It was probably me. I was on a hurry or something. And we changed the clan. We joined a clan that is based at Ortisia, and we decided to control Ortisia and become close to Arnor. Instead of us walking all the way from fucking Akala to fight them, or them walking all the way to Akala, we just be based there.
Yeah.
And that's where and Crazy Boys 2 was way, way stronger than Crazy Boys 1. In numbers and players, it was really strong.
Yeah.
We would get fucked too. I remember like the early days of Crazy Boys 2, I would force new players to play 5v5s with me,
Mm-hmm.
and we would lose like a lot, 500 difference, 400 differences. Uh, the thing about 5v5s with the first two Crazy Boys is that if I don't bring my main warband, I'm gonna get fucked.
And which was your
Uh,
main warband? What was the best 5 man?
I don't really remember, bro. It was different. I don't remember like I think it was me, Ash, Nex, and I don't know, maybe Relaxin or one more else,
Yeah.
Attilahan or something. But it was different. But around Crazy Boys 2, RM went inactive as well.
Okay.
All right, Ash was still playing. It's the yellow banner. Okay, I don't really remember what was going on, but I remember like we had some really bad days and some really good days with Honor.
Mm-hmm.
But their main warband, I would say, was more consistent than us. So
Okay.
I would give them that. And so fast forward, we play in Crazy Boys 2. Honor start to become not really much active. We start to become more in numbers. We get bored. We declare war on anyone we see in the map. I remember like we used to have a rule that do not declare war on anyone unless there is a reason to.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have to come back to me first. I mean, not me, but you have to come back to us first, and before you declare war. And it got to the point where there's no content at all. We would just give the permission to everyone. If they see anyone around walking around the map, they would declare war, and we have to like uh, beg like clans to make peace with us, so we can have room to declare war on other clans.
Yeah.
And I remember like we would try to work as mercenaries. That didn't really work out. We started getting really bored.
Yeah.
Um, the main squad of Honor was not really active as well. Like talking about like Volderon Catches and Benedict and other guys that were not really active, much active. We decided to get bored and we leave the mod to play Persistent Empires.
Yeah.
That's where things change. I got to me and Ash and Ramon and Joachim and blah, blah, blah. Who else?
So most
Yeah,
all of the guys you had war in, you are friends with them, but outside the game.
yeah. But yeah, Ramon, Ash, Joachim. I don't know who else was running the clan. We had like this really beautiful big community called Kingdom of Aenir
Mm-hmm.
in PE. PE is a
Yeah.
mod, you know it?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
We had a really good clan going on, competing with like big clans. I'm talking about like native based clans like
Mm-hmm.
Esmo Dominion, the Spanish Coalition, and what the fuck I forgot his name, and the Bray and the other guys, like this big Russian French clan. And then I got friends with the people I said I was enemies with. Uh, but it was really easy. Like I said, I never have personal issues with anyone. Like I can talk with anyone, be friendly with them. I'm a friendly person in general. Like some people think I'm toxic, but never really. I was toxic in the game, I would say. I have to admit, I was toxic in the game, but I stopped that really while ago. And then Ubran would cry about how we are not active in BO and that I gave the leadership to Ubran.
Yeah.
And I told Ubran, do whatever you want. You can go ally with Arnor if you want. That's the thing about me, bro. Like, if I'm not playing, you can do. If I'm not playing and there's someone in charge, do whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm.
And if I
Okay.
come back and I take and I'm in charge, I'll do whatever I want. So
Yeah.
I told Ubran, do whatever you want. Even Ubran tried to make diplomacy with Arnor. And they think that's and they think that if they come to me and send me screenshots of him trying to make diplomacy with them, I would think he's a traitor. But that's not the case. I remember Slavak trying this shit, but it didn't work. And then some players, even from Crazy Boys, left and joined Vlandia. Some players joined Sturgia, I think. Some joined DP, and we decided to come back to BO because Southren Empire didn't go that well. There was a problem with admins and the game in general. Like, uh, I don't want to get into that. So we came back to the mod and we started Crazy Boys 3, and that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Crazy Boys 3 was about building players.
Mm-hmm.
I was really, really motivated to train a lot of players, and I trained a lot of players.
Yeah.
I can mention names like really, really young players, bro. Came out of nothing. Crazy Boys 3 is uh, I don't remember. Did we change the clan? I think we changed the clan. Yeah, Ubran bought a new clan. We changed to Zionica and Lagetta.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Boys 3 is where we trained a lot of troops. I mean, players like really, really, really talented players um like Larry Hal, Cruiser, Absalom, Badigas. Hmm, I don't want to forget names, bro. I really don't want to forget names. That's Abu was a new player. He was a new player from Sweaty Swans. Sweaty
Mm-hmm.
Swans was a clan that was allies with Crazy. And yeah, I want to mention like when Crazy Boys 3 was created, or when we came back to the game, we decided to make alliance with the Russians, Russian
Mm-hmm.
alliance,
Yeah.
and basically revive the Southern Alliance
Mm-hmm.
or the Southern Coalition. And I remember like I called the Discord Southern Alliance,
Yeah.
and we started training a lot of players. We started having Sweaty Swans. What the fuck? I don't remember the other name, other clan. There was a green clan. Yeah, Nidhogg's Brood. Started training a lot of players, invested in a lot of players, and they became really strong. Ivor, I remember Ivor coming from Hun Empire. I don't want to forget names,
So
man.
it was a big mix of uh, potential big talents in the game.
Oh yeah. It was really nice. What's the fucking name? Karen. Fuck you, Karen. If you listen to this, Karen was coming from Empire.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of names, and we decided to take Caravans. And my focus around this time was to bully the. Oh yeah, my focus around this time was to bully Vlandia,
Yeah.
because the thing about Vlandia is around this time Vlandia became active, and they had really, really I don't know where they got these players from, but they had a really, really big player base coming
Mm-hmm.
out of nowhere, and most of them are new. And I know this. They had no choice but to make this agreement with Honor
Yeah.
to grow,
Okay.
because if they don't, what I'm saying is not 100% correct, but it is kind of correct. If they don't, Honor will bully their players
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah.
in Balandia, because Honor was PvP hungry,
Yeah.
and they will do it. So I decided to do it, to just try to break their agreement, to break the thing that is bringing them together. And the thing that brought them together is that they had this going on that Valandia will have to bet on their caravans, so we don't bet their caravans. So basically, Valandia is like defending their caravans in an indirect way from
Yeah.
us. So we would like focus Valandia and try to like affect this agreement going on, because what's bringing them together is caravans. But what we rather did is we have them allies with each other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or,
So
or, or,
Caravans
or,
was a big game
oh yeah, yeah,
changer.
yeah. Caravans was a big thing, man. Like I was taking caravans seriously. Voldron was taking caravans seriously. Everyone was taking caravans, even Sturgians, even Russians. Oh my god, Russians were
Yeah.
taking caravans seriously. Yeah. So and also the trend of slavery started going.
Mm-hmm.
Started especially with Empire. At the time, Empire was selling troops to Honor. I never say they were not fighting each other. They were still fighting each other, but they would prefer fighting us. And sometimes they would. Sometimes I don't know how. So I think they used to share intel with Honor. Go there and try to find Valandians. I mean Empire, and we're trapping them somewhere. And
Mm-hmm.
Honor would come out of nowhere, and we would also, and we would have no other choice but fight Honor. Because we never shy away from a fight. Never,
Yeah.
never ever. Yeah. So that's where the slavery came from, and I had this vision. I want them to ally with each other. Like our main goal, our end game, is to become so strong that these three, and they're respected. They're big alliances. The Honor Alliance. I'm talking about Honor and Wild Hunt and some other Turkish clans and Vesma Dominion and some other guys. These guys, they're a strong group,
Yeah.
and we are a strong group. And Valandians are a strong group. Valandians had more players than anyone in the server at the time. And Empire, they were kind of a strong group as well. And I was like, our end game is to become really strong, but I would say we were stronger than each group. All right.
Yeah.
My end game was like we become really strong that we these three guys would hold hands and make alliance so they can stop us. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was the goal. And when they made alliance, I was like, that's it. We fucking succeeded. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the history. That's Crazy Boys 3. That's Crazy Boys 3.
Okay. So, what happened after the?
They made
Uh,
alliance.
yeah. What happened after
They
the
we
all of the Frostland's takeover attempts? What happened then?
Oh yeah, so when they made alliance, they started to really become really strong in Frostlands.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to try to take Frostlands. It's good content for the community, and it's a good fight. And if there is a fight going on, or if there's a fight that will ever be taken, I'll be there to try and take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's content, you know. And everyone was like, "When are we gonna take Frostlands? When are we gonna take Frostlands?" My plan was to have full control over the desert, and it worked.
Yeah.
Arnor tried to take the desert many times. Voldron tried to do it countless of times with the Chinese and with the Vlandians, and he failed. All right, I don't want to hear anyone say he succeeded. Arnor, Voldron never organized a raid desert, and I was not there, or I didn't answer back.
Okay.
And it was one of my best moments in the games, one of the best moments in the game, and the best days. It was so beautiful. Like we would, oh my god, I love this. uh, that's where I'm saying. I told you before. There's a PvP aspect in the game, and there's organizing and leading aspect of the game.
Yeah.
And no one took the leading and the map control aspect of the game better than me and Ramon did. No, me and Voldron did.
Mm-hmm.
Because Voldron would organize really nice raids in desert, and I would have to be there and organize raids, organize a defense. And I'm not saying one warbands. It's literally 4 to 5 warbands,
Mm-hmm.
and 4 to 5 warbands organized ones, and people who know each other know how to play with each other, and there's commanders and everything is organized.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful. Like they would come to desert, bro. Like I wish the whole map would see this. I wish the whole map would live this. That's why like it's pathetic how you hear people from Sturgia and Empire and Vlandia giving comments. You were not there, you were not present, you don't know anything. They don't know about how Vlandia, how Honor would come to desert, and we would like hide or wait for them in the desert, and we would fight them. And I'm not saying, and the fights were not just splits, it's just 5v5s going on at the corner, and a lot of splits going on at the corner. It's a huge mess and a
Yeah.
lot of fights. And they would call reinforcement. They always do. They always call reinforcement. For some reason, I don't know. I don't know what is it with Honor, but if they're fighting a fight, I'm 100% sure there's another warband coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they would call for reinforcements, and they would get wiped, and they would come reinforce, and they would get us wiped, and we would refill and go fight again. I don't care. If I don't have troops, I will buy troops from anyone, even 30k each. I will buy Patreon right now. If I go, I'll buy Patreon right now. Give it to give me troops,
Yeah.
because that's how dedicated we were. That's
Yep.
how we wanted to answer back. That's how we wanted to defend. We were defending with our blood, and they were attacking with blood in, blood out.
Yeah.
And we would fight constantly, and the fight would go on for like 5 hours until like one of us is tired. And most of the times, I don't want to be biased or anything, but most of the time they would get tired first.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
I will have to write my famous word in global chat. Is that it? Are you done?
isn't it? Okay. So what happened to Crazy when Arnor got banned?
The whole aspect of map control, bro, like the motive, the motivation
The
to do
motivation
any of this
disappeared.
was
Yeah.
gone, died, instantly died. I don't want to talk about what happened inside Crazy. Should I talk about this? Are you interested?
Well, I'm interested in why Crazy split three ways.
Well, before Crazy split, because you're missing this part. Before Crazy split, Crazy split from the Southern Alliance, and that's a really that's one thing I want to clear for a lot of people because I think there's a lot of misconception about and misunderstanding about this one. Uh, I started to become inactive after
Yeah.
Honor has died. Okay,
Yeah.
bear with me for a second because I think you got it mixed up. Okay, I started to become inactive when Honor died.
Okay.
I kept playing. I kept trying to have people improve because we were fighting Vlandia, and Vlandia was doing a really, really great job. After Arnor has died, like shout out to Vlandian warbands, shout out to Tyria, shout out to Metin, shout out to all these guys. Really, really fucking good job. They were there, replacing Arnor even better. Like they used to beat us really hard. They
Yeah.
had like one time they had like a 4-5 winning streak against us,
Mm-hmm.
and it got me intrigued. Like something like this happens, I love it because I'm losing my games. I have to find a way to fix my warband and start winning, and having my own winning streak. It's a constant way of evolving your way of fighting and PvP style. So that's content. That's real content. So they replaced Honor by doing this.
Yeah.
Wild Hunt sometimes do, but Wild Hunt they fuck Wild Hunt. But anyways, I went inactive and some problems went on because when I go inactive some shit go on. People don't really come together. Uh,
So
I,
it's
I would s-
disorganized while you're not there.
I would say yeah. I would say I'm the one who keeps order in the alliance.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the alliance. I'm not talking about the clan because I was leading the Southern Alliance as a whole.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Russians. I'm talking about the crazy boys. I'm talking about the Turkish guys like Invisible, Auror, and Vuelza. And no, Vuelza was not playing much. Invisible, Atilahan, and the Russian guys. I
Yeah.
don't want to say names. When I went inactive, people started to make like subgroups,
Mm-hmm.
and I hated this because my main goal in Crazy Boys, my main goal in my alliance, Southern Alliance, was to have people play with each other in one community because that's the fun in the game. People
Yeah.
coming together and play. But people started to make subgroups. I didn't like it, and they even people like told me right in front of my face, when you're not here, people are not here, or
It's
people are
not
not
the
here
same.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same, and I hated this. And I decided to make something called Al Safah team.
Okay.
I came back to the mod really, really hard. That and we start me and all the me and for instance me and Ramon and we started to discuss things like no no really not me and Ramon me and Invisible we started to discuss things like when we're gonna fight each other because Arnon is dead. You know, it
Yeah.
was obvious. It's really obvious. You know. So I decided to make something called a Safa team. I brought around 20 players or 21 players. I made them make an oath that they will be loyal to each other and that they will improve and become the best versions of themselves.
Okay.
And these 21 players, I decided to take them. So I made them do the oath first, and then I made a meeting and I decided to take them and say, guys, we're gonna leave the alliance. I'm gonna declare war on the whole server. Why? I want you to go through everything that I've been through, me and my group.
Okay.
I'm talking about me and the OGs of Crazy Boys, like Jod, Abu Hamza, Khalid, Ali Freeze, Yo-Yo, all the
Yeah.
Enric Hardcore. I don't want to miss any names, so sorry if I miss any names. All the OGs of Crazy Boys. I want them to go through it. I want them to fight everyone and get crushed and go through the hard times because under these pressures, they will grow, just like how we grew. We grew because, like I said, we used to get fucked by the whole map, and we used to get like that's
Yeah.
how you grow. Just period.
Yeah.
Point
The more
point
you
blank.
the
Yeah.
more you see, the better you get. Yeah.
So everyone was excited, and we did it. And around this time, like some people think, I don't know, it's so stupid. Some people think I betrayed the Southern Alliance or something, but this time I was having my own meeting. The Russians were having their own meetings. that they will also make the Russian alliance that would declare war on Crazy and fight the whole server. It's all for
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
Nothing against it. And even the crazy players, like I mentioned before, the really good players in Crazy Boys, they left and joined the Alliance of Nations. Like Vatikas, Cruiser, Absalom. These guys are fucking elite, man. I
Yeah.
wish they still play. If they still played, they would have become 100% top 10 players in the server. Um, so around this time, everyone was like trying to discuss diplomacy with the Russians. Should we make alliance with them because we want to take the Frostlands? Because especially Arnor is dead, so Vlandia and Empire would be weak in Frostlands. But I'm sure they will not be weak. Vlandians are really strong in Frostlands, even more stronger than Arnor. Empire is strong in Frostlands. Ally with the Russians, ally with the Russians. But I know the Russians are pussies. They will never push Frostlands unless we do. So I killed this idea of making being friends with them in Frostlands and desert. So we decided to attack them everywhere.
Yeah.
And I decided to push this narrative of having a three-sided war. I did this wishing that Vlandia and Empire would split as well, but they never did, which really upsets me to this fucking day. You guys should have split it way back then.
Yeah.
Also, there's Wild Hunt. Like Wild Hunt plays a huge role, and I wish they had split it, but they never did. So we were there fighting Russians and a big alliance still.
Yeah.
I wish we were fighting Russians and Vlandia at the same time, not Vlandia and a big alliance. But they never even cared to join to raid the desert because we decided to raid Frostlands, but it didn't really work that much. I would say bad organization on my behalf, or not trying much. Honestly, like the elite players in Crazy Boys, especially including myself, we don't really care about the Frostlands that much. We try to do it for the players, for the player base, for the sake of the content.
Yeah.
We didn't like it that much, so we quit. And they beat us.
Yeah. Okay.
I accepted defeat, you know. They beat us, but I never really got the chance to prove that I can compete in a 5v5 in Frostlands. Because usually I join the fight with one stupid guy or one guy who does not have experience,
Yeah.
or I'm joining with a low HP, or I'm joining with one guy
So disadvantage. Yeah.
who has already retreated twice, or something like that. Or someone who joined with a fucking spear because he forgot to change his weapon.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. So I never really got the chance, but I never really cared. I wanted to do 5v5s with Empire and Frostlands, but all of my players were not interested. Everyone was just interested in horseback. So I was like, oh, fuck it. I
Yeah.
tried again, and I was like, fuck it again. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that you will be coming back to the game? Maybe not anytime soon, but do you think in future you will come back?
I cannot answer this, man.
You don't
I
know
really
because
cannot.
we don't really know what's gonna happen. Like.
Yeah, but also I'm not saying I'm not playing, you know.
Yeah.
But I also I wanna go to the part where you're saying why we split to three.
Yeah.
So just I'm gonna go fast. So the 21 players started to lose numbers.
Yeah.
Some of them broke their oath. Some of them left. Nothing against them. I have nothing against them. Some of them stopped playing. Some of them left. Some of them had problems with others, and mostly because they were not happy about the situation that we're fighting everyone. And the idea is I want to train these guys. And I was like, okay, so you're 21 players now. In the future, you're gonna be like 4 or 5, and I'm gonna pick one of you to become. I'm gonna pick one of you or some of you to lead the Crazy Boys.
Yeah. Okay.
And at the end, it became. And at the end, I started to choose. I chose Ivor. I chose Abu. Slovak. Slovak came from Honor. He joined us, and I put Slovak a co-leader as well because he have experience leading.
Yeah.
Slovak was one of the biggest guys who used to move the Arnorian Alliance. Okay, he
Yeah.
was there. He was present. He had experience. So I put him. But Slovak did a fucking shit job. I put ubran and I put that's it. These are the 4 players, the chosen ones.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So these 4. So I was like, okay, I made sure that these guys are strong. I made sure that these guys can work together, and I made everything is okay, everything is fine. So I decided to go inactive again.
And that's when everything else happened.
I go inactive. Shit happens. Slavak makes some drama, does some stupid shit. I don't want to get into that. I come back again to teach him a lesson.
I was asking you who should I invite and who is a player or who had who had a lot of history in this mod. Like I don't know who you said.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Voltron and Tiltron. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Tiltron has the most money on the server. That's what I heard, at least.
Yeah, I think he's the richest guy on the server. Probably,
Okay. Yeah. Okay, man. Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Okay, guys, stay tuned.